of course, we have to take a look at the new LR Omega Shenron, which has been released for the global campaign. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to be jumping in against Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, which I imagine I would have released the Gogeta first. Here is the entrance animation, but I went in against him using that team as well, and it went pretty well. But I do think this is a really good stage for showcases, to be honest, because it's longer, still hits pretty hard, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see how we go. Right, so this is the entrance animation of the Omega Shenron. Very nice. Okay, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we are going to be using his specific team as well. So normally I don't really go over the lead skills, or I do it very, very quickly, but we will go over the lead skill in this particular one, because he's actually got quite an expansive lead skill. But here's the team we're going to be using. No idea how it'll perform, if I'm completely honest, but I just chucked it together and thought maybe that'll work, we'll see. So let's have a little look at the Shenron. So the leader skill is Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, and GT Bosses. Key +3, HP 200%, Attack and Defense 170, and then you get an extra 50% if they also fit into Shadow Dragon Saga, Worldwide Chaos, or Battle of Fate. So quite an expansive leader skill, to be honest. Looking at his super attacks then, raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack and defense. 18 key, greatly raises defense for 4 turns, and mega colossal damage to all enemies, so it is an AoE. Disables enemies' actions once within a turn, which could be quite handy, we'll see. So looking at his passive skill then, both these units have crazy passive skills. Does have an entrance animation. With that, extreme class allies chance of performing a critical hit 20%, and randomly changes tech or AGL key spheres to rainbow key spheres for 1 turn. Launches additional super attack and extreme class allies key +2 and attacks 70% for 4 turns. He gets key +3 and attack and defense 300%. Additional key +1 per key sphere obtained. Damage reduction rate of 50%. Randomly changes fizz or int key spheres to rainbow key spheres. With a rainbow key sphere obtained, which should be pretty easy to get, to be fair. Extreme class allies defense +70%, plus an additional damage reduction rate of 10% for characters who also belong to the GT bosses category for 2 turns. When attacking, attack 150%. If key is 18 or more, attack 150% when attacking, and defense 150% when receiving an attack. Performs a critical hit with 24 key. When receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. Nullifies it and counters with tremendous power when HP is 70% or less. After performing 5 or more attacks in battle, extreme class allies, key +2 and chance of performing a critical hit 20%. Randomly changes tech or AGL key spheres to rainbow key spheres starting from the character's next attacking turn. He does have an active ability as well. Can be activated when there's another Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT Bosses category ally attacking the same turn, so pretty easy. Or after the character performs 5 or more attacks in battle, and creates a domain Earth Shroud in minus energy for 3 turns, which we'll have a little look at what that is in a little while. So I've got 55%, and so's the friend one. Obviously people have gone for Gogeta more so. We are starting off with 828k attack, 464k defense, which isn't too bad, you know. So we want to get some rainbow key spheres, so we'll get them. We'll see how this goes to start off with. So 1.6 million attack, 540k defense, not bad. We'll do this, and then I guess Goku Black at the end there, you can have all of those. And let's just see how this goes. Okay, so he raises defense there. We are not nullifying this. Now, I've just done the Gogeta showcase, and we didn't get any counters against that. I thought it was a blast-based super. 37 million, eh? Okay. So maybe it's not unarmed. So we do cancel the next action, and then we got a 22 million attack stat for the additional here. Lowering that defense, we get another additional for another 22 million. Gogeta was doing crazy numbers. I imagine this guy will be as well. He's given quite a lot of support to the rest of the team as well. I am a bit worried about Sin Shenron in the middle there, but the main reason I put him in here is purely because he should be linking up quite well. That is it. If he causes us some issues, then what I may do is put in the physical Sin Shenron, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, So you just need to be rated in defense, really. That's all I really care about, so you don't take anything. Yeah, double digits. Okay, oh well, triple digits. That's double digits. Right, Goku Black will be buffing up a little bit. We do have the Goku Black from part 1 here as well. So we want to get them linked up, to be honest. Right, okay. So that was the friend Shenron, I think. Let's take a look at my one. How many links? We've only got 2 links there. I bought the Boo just in case of a revive more than anything else. Let's do this. It does suck that we're putting him in the first rotation, first slot when he's going to get his attack lowered, but he's on 1.2 million attack stat, which is not bad, to be honest. We'll do that, and then we'll do this. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, he's got quite an expansive team, to be honest. Quite a lot of units fit it. At least the main, you know, 170 and 200%. So it's quite nice to see. I guess it's because by themselves they're quite niche teams with not many units that work very well together in there. So I guess that's probably why. But like I said, all together it works out quite well, quite nicely. Right, okay. So this guy needs to get hit a couple of times before he really pops off here, but we'll see. See how it goes. We're lowering defense. Now this actually was quite quick with the Gogeta. I don't mean to compare, but they were released at the same time. But they've got kind of different roles, really. The Gogeta's all-out attack, really, and just... Well, they kind of both defend quite well, but this Omega Shenron gives the defense to the rest of the rotation. And obviously he's got the domain as well, which we will use. Should we use it straight away? Maybe, actually. Just to kind of see what he can do. Or do I wait until he gets the full pass? I don't know. Right, okay. So we're actually going to let Rose... No. What I'm going to do is this. No, I'm not. I'm going to do that. We'll do this so we don't get attack lowering. That took up the entire screen. We do that, yeah, because we want to get a rainbow orb. And then we'll just give you... Well, we want to get you a couple of key as well. So we'll do that. So I don't care if the attack is being lowered of Rose. So that's why I've kept him on here. We'll link up the Sin Shenron with the other Omega Shenron. 33 million, sure, just out of the gate, just because why not, with attack lowered. Alright, Rose, calm down, calm down, calm down. Yeah. We can also get the support here from Rose. He should give a bit of support to be an extreme type, not with the sort of future side of it, though. Actually, Worldwide Chaos, maybe. Maybe I'll just double check what that active ability is. I didn't even look at the attack stat here, but we do cancel the next action, which is nice. 33 million attack stat here for the additional, so not bad. You just need to survive. That's all you need to do. I'm sure you can. Okay, maybe you can't. Okay, so I've actually opted to go into this Ultimate Red Zone, the Universal Survival Saga one. The main reason being because I want this guy linked up, because he links up really nicely, apart from the legendary power, just so we can see the most out of him. And he was just I went back into the Vegeta, he just got crushed constantly, so sure. We'll do this, and then we'll do this. And then Rose, you can just have basically whatever. But yeah, he was just getting crushed because type disadvantage, and I don't have a lot of 48 million, okay. I didn't have a lot of trust in the physical Sin Shenron. That's pretty good, you know. 29 million attack stat for the additional here. We are lowering defense as well, and we stop him from attacking. 1 million from you. Was that 1 million? But yeah, so I just prefer to bring this guy in, to be honest. Just so it's purely for linking reasons. We need a couple more good Sin Shenrons. That would have been nice as a side banner unit, but we got Pan, I think it was. So yeah. Right, okay. And also, I've tried to search all my friends for a rainbow one so we can see the contrast between 55% and rainbow. But, yeah, there was loads of rainbow Gogetas, shockingly, but hardly any Shenrons. Right, okay. Entrance animation of Goku Black here. Sure. It's been a little while since I've done this one, if I'm completely honest. All I can remember is Shenron guaranteed hits. That's all I can remember. But we can use the domain as well. Okay, right. So up against Kefla here. Probably actually going to do this. I also want to just double check. So this super bosses attack and defense. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't really... What if we reversible exchange? Yeah, so no. No, that won't buff him, but we do get support from this guy. Right, I don't really care what happens here, so we'll give you that. We'll give you these, because we need to get those rainbow key spheres, and then we'll do that. Let's see it where my 55% one is. Remember, I haven't got any, like, I haven't got any of the, what do they call them? The hidden potential orbs and things like that. I mean, here's 55%. I mean, the, I can't remember what they're called. I've done so many videos today. You know, the, like, stat orbs or whatever they're called. Like, the attack and the dodge and stuff like that. You know what I'm on about anyway. Right. Okay, let's see what he's sat at. 33 million, not bad. 55%. Just pull him, do the hidden potential, and that's what he looks like. So we'll cancel her next action. That's really strong, just 18 key every time, cancel next action. 20 million attack stat. Yep, goodbye to that. Whatever that attack might have been. You get Fear and Faith being linked up with the Rose here. Sure, an additional normal, okay. At least you can get built up here. Yeah, nice. Okay, right. Just to say as well, because I can't remember what they're called. Skill orbs, that's what I'm on about. Right, so I will do this. What is he sat at? 1.6 million attacks at 874k defense. Not bad at all. We'll give you all of those. Because I am still worried about that Shenron, I'm not going to lie. But he just links up really well, so it's the only reason he's on the team, to be honest. You could use the Shadow Dragons, you know, the LR Int 1, almost 40 million attack stats. The Int Shadow Dragons, but I don't have a lot of trust in that either in these harder events, if I'm completely honest. No additional, that's interesting. Okay, you just need to get loads and loads of supers, that's why we gave you all those orbs, so I think he gets a guaranteed additional. Oh, he doesn't. We're dead again? Oh, we're not. Okay, only just. Only just. Okay. Well, even if she kills Boo here, we get the revive off. Okay, so we get the revive. Oh my god. Shenron, man. Yeah. So we're probably going to lose this at some point. I think I've got some items, so maybe I'll just use them if we've got Shenron. Because we know that the Omega Shenron takes no damage. The other good Shadow Dragon units are also Omega Shenron though, so they have the same name, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess. So you've got 3 links here. Let's give you those. Then we'll give you them. And we'll give you those. Okay, we're definitely going to kill her here and then go into the next round, which, unfortunately, we've got Shenron again. Oh, are we going to kill? Because I didn't give you all the orbs for a reason. I want Omega Shenron, the main showcase unit, to have them. 23 million, basically 24 million. This is my one. Cancel next action. There's the additional, but it's just a normal. Rosa gets crits here. Could do well. Yeah. Okay, so she's probably dead, because he's going to get another one as well. Kind of hoping she didn't die there, if I'm honest, but sure. Right, here's Jiren with the guaranteed hits. Okay, yeah. Right, I think it's worth doing the domain here, so we will do that. And then we'll take a look at what the domain does as well. But yeah, Jiren guaranteed hits as well, so yeah. Shenron once again. It's going to be a worry. I'm going to have to rotate him out because Goku Black is locked in there. Okay, domain is active. So the domain then, Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, GT Bosses category, and enemies and allies. Attack plus 25%, increased damage received by superclass enemies. He is superclass. And allies by 20%, plus an additional 10% for characters who also belong to Earth Protecting Heroes, Fused Fighters, or GT Heroes category. So he's going to be taking an extra 20% damage, and we've got an extra 25% attack. So I will just give you those. Why not? We'll give you those. So what's he sat at now? 1.7 million attack stat, 923k defense. I'm going to use double Princess Snake because I'm really, really worried about Shenron. I just want to see what Omega Shenron can do here. I would imagine we were going to take no damage anyway. I should have gone for all the orbs. We should be okay here, shouldn't we? 285k. Ooh, that's a lot. $130k he's taking. It's going to be another 130k then. 77, okay, sure. 42 million here. Alright. But Jiren's going to be taking an extra 20% damage here. Cancel next action. No additional, unfortunately. Maybe I should have put send. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Okay, so he does get an additional to up his defense here. I didn't want to turn this video into worrying about Shenron, if I'm honest. It's taking 70k a time. Okay. I mean, sure. You know what? I can switch this off for now. We'll do that. And then we'll heal up with those. I will use this as well. And then we will give you these. We need to get the rainbow orbs with you. So what's mine sat now? 1.3 million attack stat. Okay. And let's do that. If we can just take out Jiren here, that would be nice. That lock-in's a bit of a nuisance. Imagine I didn't use a Princess Snake, actually. Or two Princess Snakes with Goku Black. He would have just been decimated. Sure. Boo, you're not really here to do damage, unfortunately, for us. If I lose, I lose. I think we've pretty much seen everything we want to out of the Omega Shenron. 31 million attacks out here with the domain. Cancel next action, but, I mean, we cancelled all of them anyway. 46 from him. Okay. Okay, Goku Black. Sure. Maybe I should have gone into Zamasu here. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't really care. Okay. Right, so we will give you that. We'll give you those. And I guess we'll just give you those. I think we're probably dead here, if I'm honest. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay, but we've pretty much seen everything from Omega Shenron. I do have to make sure, because of copyright. Yeah, I think we've seen everything from Omega Shenron. We didn't get the win in this video, unfortunately. But it's because of Sin Shenron. I'm sure you can make a better team. Do I just make a better team? I think so. Okay, I'll give it one more go just to kind of get a win screen at the end of this. I don't know why. I just feel a bit weird ending a showcase with no win screen, but whatever. But yeah, ultimately he is very, very good. I think it's self-explanatory. We've seen everything in this particular video for him as well. His team can be quite good. I've mixed up a little bit. I've just basically taken out Sin Shenron, put Great Ape Vegeta. It's just unfortunate his linking buddies. So you want like a Shadow Dragon basically. So Shadow Dragons, GT, all that sort of stuff. Apart from other Omega Shenrons, which obviously wouldn't link up the best with him, he doesn't have a lot of options. That's sort of a downside to him in comparison to like the Gogeta, is what I'm seeing, because ultimately, right, the losses that we've had in this video is not him, it's the people he wants to be up alongside. It's just as simple as that. Right, we'll do this. I mean, like, now, we've got some good units around us, but we've only got one link. We'll do that. Something else I've actually noticed, not to be too critical, but the fact he's changing loads of things to rainbow key spheres actually hinders you, because you kind of want to heal with the same type orbs, but you're changing them to rainbow key spheres. So there's been a couple of times leading up to this part where I wanted to heal and I just couldn't, because there were just rainbow key spheres everywhere. So that is a downside as well, but overall he is still very, very good. Right, with 60 critical, not bad. Friend one here, 26 million attack stat. He is a 69% one. Cancel next actions, very, very strong. That is just guaranteed of the 18 key. I mean, another unit that comes to mind that does that is the Gods that transform into Super Saiyan Blues, but you actually need to go into Super Saiyan Blue first. He just gets this off the bat, essentially. But yeah, not bad. Like I said, he's got quite expansive teams, but they're not the most cohesive, and he doesn't have a lot of really good units that are good linking partners, really. Like I said, the main ones being Shadow Dragons, I'm quite reluctant to bring into these harder events, if I'm completely honest. Right, okay. So, we can use the domain with you. Why not, I guess. And now we will... So he's up to 5.8 million attacks at this one. This is my one as well. So if we do this... Now he is on 11 mil attack stat. Okay, alright. Hold up a minute. I'm going to give you those, so I can give you more orbs at the back there. Let's see what he's looking like here. 27, yeah, okay. With the domain active, 55% though. Cancel next action. That could have been. That could be the super. $57 million. He's kind of being overshadowed here by Rose, but sure. With numbers anyway. Obviously, he's doing something different for the team. Okay. So it wasn't the super. Unless he double supers, he might do. I don't know. Right, okay. Can we finish this up here? 160 odd thousand, sure. Right, so we'll give you those. Give you those. And then Rose, you can just have them, I guess. 17 million from this Vegeta here. Sure, okay. Everyone on the team is taking advantage of this domain, by the way. Okay, sure. No super there. 42 million from the friend one here. Cancel next action, which once again could be the super. $23 million from you. He's obviously not been hit that much. Normally that would be a little bit more. But this Rose is quite consistent once he gets going. Oh, maybe he has. Oh, okay. So we will do this. Give you those, I guess. And sure, it doesn't really matter with Boo here. He's not exactly doing damage, is he? I don't think he supered, actually. Did he super in the last turn? Maybe we did cancel the action. 33 million. That is crazy. Just guaranteed cancel next action. 55 million here from Rose. Come on, I just want to get the win screen and get this video over with. That's it, Rose. Show them what you're made of here. This Rose is only 55%, bear in mind as well. This Boo's already revived, so if he gets hit with a super, that could be bad. And then I will just leave the video there and then. If we just died. Like, I've shown everything. Is what it is. Okay, building up your defense nicely. We'll take it. Okay, maybe we did cancel the super there as well. Right, domain is over at this point. Okay, I'm going to do this. And then we're going to do this. That'll give the rainbow orb. So we can give you those. And just heal back to 100%. Almost 17 million from this Vegeta. Obviously domain has gone at this point. So we'll be doing slightly less damage. Out of the two of them, who do I prefer more? I think mainly Gogeta, just because one, he's Gogeta, and two, his team worked a little bit more cohesively, I believe. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts on it down below. No additional there, unfortunately, but sure. Double digits. Haven't seen a super from him for a while. I'm thinking that we've been cancelling them. Give you all of those. Give you all of those. And this should be it. We should get a win screen here unless he just does absolutely outrageous damage to us somehow. 46 million. Might actually finish it off with a Mega Shenron here. If Rose doesn't kill here. Yeah, we'll finish it off with a Mega Shenron. Okay, that's a nice ending. Finish off with a Mega Shenron here. We'll take it. But, yeah. So let me know your thoughts on him down below. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already as well. I was just making sure there wasn't another part to that event. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Ciao.